Welcome back to our series on financial independence. A flashback on Alex's life a few years before the expansion of his three main businesses revealed some myths that he had to deal with before completely throwing himself into this whole adventure. Today, we dive into the myth of passive income through the eyes of Alex. Alex's journey began with the realization that his 9-to-5 job wasn't rewarding him for his skills or the quality of his work, but merely the time he spent at his desk. Alex often found himself completing a week's worth of work in just 2 days, but his boss never allowed him to take time off. Instead, more tasks were piled on his desk. This is how many traditional jobs function. You cannot be idle. You must always appear busy. Myth number 1. Generating passive income requires effort. Alex realized he wanted to be rewarded for the quality of his work and to do something he truly enjoyed. This led him to explore the world of passive income, where he could invest time in building something valuable and be rewarded for it. Many believe passive income requires no maintenance, but Alex quickly learned that isn't entirely true. While building a passive income stream does require effort, it's not as demanding as earning an active income. Time is precious, and achieving financial independence early is crucial. Setting up an online business was a great opportunity for Alex to boost his wealth. Initially, making money was tough, but as traffic to his store increased, his income started to grow independently. He found inspiration in the metaphor of a rocket burning tons of fuel to escape Earth's gravity. Once the business reached peak performance, it required minimal maintenance. Myth number 2. Passive income comes with more uncertainties than a 9-to-5 job. Like many, Alex's biggest fear was the uncertainty that comes with stepping away from a secure job. The thought of leaving a steady paycheck for something perceived as fragile and unpredictable was daunting. But during his research, Alex came across an article that challenged his thinking. It posed a crucial question: can we really rely on our day-to-day jobs to secure our future? The COVID crisis provided a stark answer. During the pandemic, Alex received a stimulus package, which barely covered his rent. Meanwhile, the CEO of his company continued to earn more than 100 times Alex's salary. This disparity made Alex question his own value within the company. Many of Alex's colleagues were laid off as the company cut costs to stay afloat. In the eyes of the corporation, they were merely resources dispensable when their employment costs became too high. This harsh reality hit Alex hard. At his age, Alex realized he was just one step away from poverty, especially in an era of rapid automation. The fear of his job being next on the chopping block was ever present. But Alex also discovered that building multiple passive income streams could mitigate these uncertainties. By diversifying his income sources, he could shield himself from the volatility of the job market and economic downturns. He decided to leverage the power of the internet to increase his revenue. Instead of fearing job cuts, Alex focused on building a robust financial foundation through passive income. With every new venture, Alex felt a growing sense of security. The passive income he generated provided a safety net, allowing him to worry less about economic shifts and focus more on creating wealth. Alex's journey highlights that while passive income may seem uncertain at first, it actually offers a powerful way to gain financial stability and independence. By diversifying his income streams, Alex put himself in a position of advantage, ready to build even more wealth. Myth number 3. Doing what you love. Alex's 9-to-5 job was not just unfulfilling, it was boring. Day after day, he stayed cooped up inside the office building, sacrificing his hobbies and passions to earn a living. Like many adults, Alex made compromises, but he began to question if constant compromise was truly necessary. Compromise is a part of life, but should it dominate your existence? The goal, Alex realized, was to reduce the number of compromises he had to accommodate. While multiple streams of income require effort, the freedom they offer makes the sacrifices worthwhile. Passive income does bring its own set of challenges and compromises, but if these efforts can free you from boring meetings and endless spreadsheets, isn't it worth going the extra mile? Alex discovered that working smart, not just hard, was the key to achieving his dreams. Alex asked himself some tough questions. If passive income could pay his bills and bring peace of mind, did he need to stay in his current job? Listening to his supervisor's nonsensical plans? Did he always need to answer calls on weekends to impress his boss? Were their impressions really that crucial for his advancement? Over time, Alex started to transition away from his traditional job. He focused more on his online business and passive income streams, finding greater satisfaction and joy in his work. He was able to rekindle his hobbies and passions, creating a balanced and fulfilling life. The fruit of hard work is always the sweetest, but it's essential to work smart. By building multiple streams of income, Alex not only gained financial independence, but also reclaimed his time and passions. He proved that it's possible to do what you love if you're willing to make the right sacrifices. Alex's journey teaches us that while we may need to make compromises, they should lead us towards a life we truly enjoy. With passive income, you can break free from the constraints of a traditional job and find fulfillment in doing what you love. So ask yourself, are the compromises you're making today leading you to the life you want tomorrow? When Alex decided to leave his job, his primary goal was freedom. The freedom from geographical constraints and the ability to travel the world while making money. He longed to pursue his passions, like painting and photography, and to truly enjoy his life. Painting and photography were not just hobbies for Alex. They were important and valuable to him. But he knew that passive income was a tool to achieve this lifestyle, not the ultimate goal. He understood the importance of setting clear objectives from the beginning. It was crucial for Alex to define his objectives. These goals could evolve over time, but having a clear milestone to aim for was essential. Passive income allowed Alex to break free from the cycle of sacrificing time for money. Before embracing passive income, Alex's only source of revenue was his salary. He hoped to save enough over the long term, which left him reliant on luck and vulnerable to economic shifts. Passive income changed this dynamic completely. With his dropshipping business and online course set up, Alex earned approximately $300,000 each year for the first 2 years. This income wasn't just about the money, it was about the freedom to live life on his own terms. Could you believe that Alex achieved this while living a better life compared to the last 5 years he spent tied to his salary? His new income streams allowed him to focus on what truly mattered to him. Alex realized it was important not to get caught up in the endless pursuit of more money. Passive income was just a means to an end, enabling him to pursue his passions and enjoy his freedom. He maintained a balance, always reminding himself of his initial objective. Alex's story shows that passive income can indeed bring freedom, but only if used wisely. By setting clear goals and maintaining balance, you can break free from the constraints of traditional employment and enjoy a life you truly love. Stay tuned for more insights and stories on achieving financial independence and living a life of freedom. Now, let's move on to our English corner. Break free. To liberate oneself from a restriction or situation that limits freedom. Alex used passive income to break free from the constraints of his 9-to-5 job. This idiom is used to describe Alex's journey of freeing himself from the traditional employment structure to achieve personal freedom. On his own terms. To do something according to one's personal preferences or conditions. Alex earned approximately $300,000 each year for the first 2 years on his own terms. This expression highlights how Alex achieved success by setting his own rules and conditions, rather than adhering to someone else's standards. Caught up in the whirlpool? To become deeply involved or trapped in a complex situation, often losing sight of the original goals. Alex realized it was important not to get caught up in the whirlpool of trying to generate more and more money. This idiom describes the risk of becoming overly absorbed in making money, which can distract from the true purpose of seeking freedom and fulfillment. Means to an end. A method or instrument used to achieve a specific goal, not valued for itself, but for what it helps accomplish. Alex understood that passive income was just a means to an end, enabling him to pursue his passions. This expression emphasizes that passive income is a tool to reach greater personal goals, rather than being the ultimate objective. Thanks for watching today's video, and stay tuned for more insights and stories on achieving financial independence and living a life of freedom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.